On this episode, we're changing the oil and filter on a 2018 Hyundai Tucson. So, some things you're going to need. Oil, of course. Drain pan. Probably going to need a light. Oil filter. This is the Fram model. PH9688. An oil filter wrench comes in handy. They come in different styles. It's always good to have a pair of pliers. A 12 millimeter for the protective cover on the bottom, and a 17 millimeter for the oil drain plug. You can use the socket or a combination wrench, whatever. We'll be using the socket. Oh, I would recommend some gloves and a couple rags to catch the drips. So we already got the car up on ramps, jack stands, jack, whatever it is you're going to use to get underneath the car. If you're skinny, you could probably do this without lifting it off the ground. It'd be a close, tight fit, but you could do it. Step one, pop the oil cap. It's a good idea to have some rags handy. Wipe off your oil cap, set it to the side. Cover the hole. That way you don't drop a 10 millimeter socket in there and lose it forever. So under the car is this dust shield type thing. It's not a skid plate because it's not made for skidding. As you can see, it's all bent. This is what happens when you go over those curvy things in the parking lot. That one doesn't move. These are 10 millimeter bolts. So because it's damaged, I just removed the whole thing so you could see where we're at. Yours, you just take off this little panel. It'll expose the drain plug over here and the oil filter right here. We're going to put the pan into place underneath the drain plug. You can drop it on the pan. You can drop it on the pan or just rip it out. Just rip it out. Otherwise you gotta fish it. And then that's what the rags are for. Right? Wipe the oil off. While that's dripping, this is your serpentine belt. This is your AC compressor. This is your drive pulley off your crankshaft. So it's dripping on the edge of the pan over there. And this is your oil filter. Just spin it counterclockwise. It's going to drip. So this one we're going to let it drain for a minute. where we wear the gloves. And then you're just going to move it around the outside. You don't want this all over your driveway. Get it loose, pour it in the pan. Easier to wipe off the gloves than to get the oil off your fingers sometimes. I like to clean all of this off. It will reduce the burning oil smell when you take off the next time. You won't have all this oil caked all over your stuff. And we're dripping over here, so that's good enough. So we're going to go ahead and reinstall the drain plug. Stop the drips. And then we're going to grab our oil filter. Wipe this up. Stop the drips. And then just reinstall. Spin it clockwise. Now once it makes contact, just give it a twist, right? 3/4 of a turn maybe. If you wrench it on there with that oil filter wrench, it's going to be hard to get off the next time. So, you know, if you can spin it like this, there's a seal in there. It'll keep it from leaking. Push your oil pan out of the way, and then tighten up your drain plug. Give it some oomph. It's got a washer in there. It is possible to bend it, break it, and screw it all up. So tighten up. It'll be fine. Wipe off this dirt, caked on road debris and stuff, because that pan is all, belly pan's messed up. So we are done under the car. Oil's drained out, plugs replaced, new filters on. We're going up top and dumping in some oil. I like to use a funnel. You don't have to. Maybe you're a bartender with skilled pouring abilities. I don't possess those. So a funnel comes in handy. Quick class about oil. This is the synthetic, full synthetic. This number here is the viscosity weight of the oil when it's cold. This is the viscosity weight of the oil when it's hot. It kind of depends on where you live. 5W40. It's great for down here in Texas because it's 5 inches from the sun. certifications and whatnot. Builder approvals from Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and Volkswagen. So this is what I run in all of my stuff. So this is the 2.4 liter non-turbo motor, but the oil capacities are the same. So 4.7 to 5.1 quarts with the oil filter. This is 5 quarts of oil. It'll do us just fine. So while we're waiting for that to finish draining out, behind this is your air filter. You just grab these two gray things, pull it out. This one's probably about due for a change. The new one just slides in, just like that. Now this cover gets a little funky, so it goes like this. You want to put it down, and it rolls up, and then there's two little tabs in there to lock it into place. So that's drained good enough for me. Reinstall your cap. If you're one of those kinds of folks, which is okay if you are, well, turn it on and make sure there's no leaks. So the car's running. There's nothing spewing out over here. There's nothing dripping out over there. We're good. Oil is changed. We'll go ahead and put that bottom cover back on, get it off the ramps, and we're done. So 2018 Hyundai Tucson, 2.4 liter non-turbo, oil and filter change. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay well.